The top dog, I know these niggas all want my position. Cause I'm putting up numbers like a statistician. The king back like LeBron when he returned to Cleveland. Time to spread the bag around, make sure we all eating. Heard some niggas think they got us, guess we all even.
We all know that we have to respect the elderly, and most of us that are sane hold the elderly in high regard. I know I see the elderly as very precious, but they're older. They're not the same. They're more fragile. They have less time on the planet than someone would younger. Well, imagine someone at the age of 70 getting tased, and that's what happened in this instance. So let's listen to this.
7:30 in the morning, the day after Christmas, Barbara Pinckney has unexpected visitors.
And we heard a knock at the door. Well, it wasn't a knock. I think they kicked the door. It was a bam, bam at the door.
Manatee County Sheriff's deputies say they came to serve an arrest warrant to Tevin Turner, Pinckney's grandson, on violation of probation for carrying a concealed weapon.
When he was on probation, he gave this as his address, but he wasn't living here.
That's not what deputies thought as they came to Pinckney's house wanting to get in. Video shot by her grandson's wife shows her refusing and trying to close the door. It shows a deputy grab the 70-year-old woman's wrist as she pulls back. She is then tased and taken to the ground hard.
I was just hollering. I was scared. I didn't know what else to do. I was just hollering.
The probable cause affidavit shows Pinckney was hit 3 times with a stun gun in her left arm, her back, and her upper back, and was held to the ground with the deputy's knee. Visible injuries still seen on her body.
She bleeding!
Barbara Pinckney, on her birthday, was arrested for obstruction and resisting an officer.
It's not something you see every day or something you would expect to happen. Even if she wasn't my grandmother, it's like something like, dang, this is a 70-year-old woman.
Now, the woman who says she's never had any problems with law enforcement says she's traumatized and can't sleep at night.
I don't know. Whenever I see a police, I'm just going, I try not to even look at them.
Her son left her resident as the address. He wasn't there. She's letting them know that, but they're convinced that he's there. So to them, she's resisting. They had to tase her and do all of this. That's absolutely crazy. These police officers constantly, first of all, here's the thing. He was carrying a concealed weapon or something like that on probation. He had a gun on him on probation. But did he murder somebody? I don't know. You guys are coming in like it's a drug raid or like it's a murder investigation. It's really not that serious. She said he wasn't there. Yeah, she could have been hiding him or whatever. But I get it, they have a job to do, and I get it that it might have been perceived as she was resisting. But I don't think that it's necessary to tase a 70-year-old woman. Everything else that's going on, you know, I'm not a police officer. I wasn't there at the time, but I can tell you that I'm sure there was no need to do all of that. I mean, they had her on the ground and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. This woman's traumatized. Well, I mean, we don't know how many good years she's got left on the earth. I definitely don't want to count them down. You know, I don't want to, that could be offensive, but you get what I'm saying. And now she has to spend however long she has in terror. I'm sure it's not going to go away overnight. I mean, she's traumatized and she can't sleep. And constantly we see these police officers consistently doing stuff, doing too much, and not having any regard, especially when it comes to the lives of African Americans. Now, you guys totally disgraced and was very disrespectful to this elderly woman. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself, because how would you like it if someone came and tased your damn grandma or your mama? You wouldn't like it. You would be outraged. Stop tasing elderly people. How can you justify this? This is crazy. I don't know. I'm sure they're going to find some kind of way to get around it, because she was, in their eyes, from their viewpoint, resisting them. Instead of just saying, he's not here, look around. Who knows why she reacted the way she did? Who knows? I'm sure it's a reason. But at the end of the day, all of that doesn't justify being tased. She's too old. Honestly, if she was young, that would have been excessive. But the fact that she's 70, y'all had to tase her? I feel like it could have been some more talking. Like, ma'am, could you just let us get in here, look around, because we're really trying to find him. This is the address that he gave. And I'm not saying they didn't communicate, I'm assuming, but I don't know. I would think that if they had good dialogue and it wasn't coming in there like they was shooting Hawaii 5-0, what the fuck? All of this wouldn't have happened. That's crazy. And it's not shocking. It's not shocking. This is why people have no regard for police officers. This is why people fear them. This is why people get palpitations when they see the lights. This is why. And it's not all bad police officers. There's some out there that are really doing their job, that really care about these communities, that do great things for people. So let's not get that twisted. But unfortunately, like anything, when you see so many horrors, those stick more than anything pleasant that you do. And that's just what it is. Even when it comes to a bad review of a place, 5 people are going to hear about the bad incident before they would the good. One person might go out, you might go out and have a good experience at an establishment and say, hey, I had a good time to one person. But you have a negative experience, more people you're going to share it with. So that's just how it is. Negativity spreads like wildfire. Apparently, it's chronic police officers not giving a damn and not being conscious of that. So now here you are, you have nightmared the shit out of this elderly woman. And at this point, she's probably scared of her own shadow. And if there was any way she could get around and sue your asses, I think she could. But considering the sticky circumstance, who really knows? But again, I just do feel like if there had been proper communication, instead of acting like this was first 48, and they had to solve this case right now, she probably would have let them in so they could see that he wasn't there. I mean, because there are people that hide their criminal, raggedy ass family members. There's people that do that shit. I get it, but this is outrageous. It's outrageous. There's no need to tase a 70-year-old woman. So, you guys leave your thoughts in the comments.